Hello, my dear students. Again, I am here with a very important derivation of the force between two parallel current carrying conductor. So, listen very carefully and try to learn the concept behind it. So, if we have two conductors parallel, one is this and the second one is this with current I1 and I2, and in this case the two currents are in the same direction, but in the second case we may have the two currents are in the opposite direction. So one thing we should know, that when current are in the same direction, the force of attraction, so they are attracting each other, and if the current are in the opposite direction, the two conductors are repelling each other. So there is a force of attraction between conductors when the currents are flowing in the same direction, and there is a repulsive force when current are in the opposite direction. Okay, that I will explain just now. First we should know the force on each conductor. So one thing we should know, that we have already studied from that Biot-Savart law, every current carrying conductor is a source of magnetic field. So the conductor number 1 with current I1 is actually in the magnetic field produced by conductor number 2, that is B2. So conductor number 1 is in the magnetic field produced by conductor number 2, and conductor number 2 is in the magnetic field produced by conductor number 1. So B1 is the magnetic field produced by conductor number 1 here, and B2 is the magnetic field produced by conductor number 2 here. Now by right hand thumb rule we can decide the direction of magnetic field. So if we take B1 here at this point, the direction of magnetic field is inward, and that can be decided by Fleming's that right hand thumb rule. So if we take the direction of current with the thumb, then curling of the finger gives the direction of magnetic field lines. So here it is inward and perpendicular to the length of this conductor. So the magnetic field B1 is applying a force on this conductor with current I2, and the expression can be written as force on 2 because of 1. Force on 2 because of 1 is magnetic field produced by 1 I2 into L. So magnetic field by the conductor number 1 is B1, current in the conductor number 2 is I2, and L is length of the conductor. So the force is given by B1 I2 L. Similarly, if you want to know the force on 1 because of the magnetic field produced by number 2, so magnetic field by 2 is B2, current in the first one is I1 and L. So B2 I1 L is the total force. So B2 I1 L is the force experienced by conductor number 1 because of 2, and F21 is B1 I2 L is the force experienced by conductor number 2 because of 1. So we can write the expressions like this. And as we all know, the magnetic field because of a straight conductor is given by B is equal to mu naught I upon 2 pi r. So we will simply put the value mu naught upon 2 pi I2 upon d, because d is the distance between these two. So mu naught by 2 pi I2 upon d is the value of B2 into I1 into L, and similarly mu naught by 2 pi I1 by d is the expression for B1 I2 into L. So just simply see the two expressions. So both are same, I think. Mu naught by 2 pi I1 I2 by d into L, mu naught upon 2 pi I1 I2 by d into L. It means the magnitude wise both the forces are same. So force experienced by conductor number 1 because of conductor number 2, and force experienced by conductor number 2 because of conductor number 1, both are same in magnitude. But by Fleming's left hand rule we can find out the direction of the force is like this. This is the force by 1, and this is force by 2. So both are like this. So there is a force of attraction between the two conductors. So the two conductors, when the currents are flowing in the same direction, they attract each other. And similarly, if we see for the second pair of conductor, the two forces are like this. So this shows there is repulsion between the two conductor. So when two conductors are having current opposite to each other, the force is repulsive, and when two are in the same direction, the force is attractive, right? So if we want to write a general expression, mutual force between the two conductor, we have to write F is equal to mu naught by 2 pi I1 I2 upon D into L. And if we take F by L, that is force per unit length. Force per unit length. Then force per unit length is mu naught by 2 pi I1 I2 by D Newton per meter. So when we say force per unit length, the unit is Newton per meter. When we say force, it is Newton. So this is very much clear. The two forces are equal and opposite, and magnitude wise they are same, but direction wise they are opposite. But the mutual force in general we can write as mu naught by 2 pi I1 I2 by D into L. And force per unit length we can write as mu naught by 2 pi I1 I2 by D. So this is a very important expression, that force between two parallel current carrying conductor. Derivation wise also is very important, and numerical solving wise is also very important. So that's all for this lesson. So after completing this, we'll go for in the next lesson. In the next video, I will give you the idea of the torque experienced by a rectangular loop when it is placed in a magnetic field. And after that, we will go for moving coil galvanometer. So this year the syllabus is reduced, so there is no cyclotron in this topic. So cyclotron is omitted. So after moving coil galvanometer and conversion of moving coil galvanometer to ammeter and voltmeter, this chapter will be over. So today we have completed 4 small derivations. So that's